Hello everyone, I am Garrett Ludwig, and I'm the incoming executive producer for ROC-TV, and I'm here with Chase Wayne, the current standing executive producer. And I just have a few questions for you.
Okay.
For an interview.
Yeah.
So, what made you want to come to Radford?
Well, when looking at colleges I wanted to go to, I was looking at places that offered film production as a major, not a minor, or if they just didn't have it at all. So I was looking at like Christopher Newport, Old Dominion, Virginia Tech didn't have it, so I didn't really tour there, and of course Radford University. And when I found out Radford University was like the only place that offered it as a major, also the fact that they had a television studio currently still being built for the new Chubbs building, I was like, this is the place I want to be learning film production. So.
Nice, nice. So, what made you want to join ROC-TV?
Well, I didn't at first, like my freshman year, I didn't join ROC-TV. I had heard about it and I was aware of it, but I didn't join just because I was trying to still figure out my college life scenario, like trying to figure things out with classes and managing time and all that, trying to just get in the groove of things. And then I joined it my sophomore year, and I was just a normal staff member, like working like on videos and getting B-roll and stuff like that. And like the current EP at the time, her name was Annie Schroeder, came to me like, I was only part of ROC-TV for about a month, and she came to me one time. I was in the audio lab, and we were just talking real briefly. And next thing you know, she kind of just asked me the question. Well, not really asking me a question. She just more was like, "Hey, so I want to tell you something." Like I was like, "Okay, what?" And she was like, "Well, you've done such a great job. You got a lot of skills, and you're really dedicated to ROC-TV. And I want to talk to you about like taking my job next year." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let's do that." And so that's how it all started, and that's how my junior year, I'm currently the executive producer.
Nice. So what are your biggest accomplishments from this year being executive producer?
Oh, I have three that I can think of. The first one is hitting our year total, which was about 50 videos, which is like the whole course of the year, how many videos we produced. And currently right now we have 51 videos, which I'm happy we exceeded it, but just one so far, but we still have like 2 more in the works before the year is done. And my second one is being able to have had pushed the ROC-TV staff to be in the studio. It was a long time process trying to get people like when they can be scheduled, when we can get people like the advisors or someone just to be in there to kind of watch us as we work in there. And then yeah, I was really excited just to have us produce something out of the studio, and hopefully next year you could be able to do more with that. And then my third, without a doubt, has to be the staff, because I've seen we were slow starting off in the beginning of the year. Some people came in and they had like little experience on what to do, like they didn't have a lot of video camera experience, didn't have a lot of editing experience, and so that was kind of the challenge at first, was trying to make sure staff were trained. And then over the course of like the first few weeks, I was training staff, and like they were a little rough at first, as anyone would be, and then I started to see great improvement from them, and they continue to improve, and up to the point of the entire year, like they've got to a point where I'm just very satisfied with how far they've come and what they're currently producing. So staff 100%.
What are a few things you're going to miss from being AP this year?
Well, I think what I'm going to miss is just being to work so closely with everyone I've gotten to know so far this year. I work really closely with all the other student media leaders, Tartan, Beehive, Exit 109, WIM, or The WIM, and Radio Free Radford, and of course SMADS. So I've gotten really close with them. Just going to be missed working with them. I know a few of them are graduating, which like it's sad, but you know, they've done a whole lot, and I'm just going to miss working with them. So, and of course working with my staff, and also just being able to be in the office every day.
You planning to go to Hollywood after being AP?
I would say that's a big dream. I mean, I think every filmmaker at some point in their career is like, do I want to go to Hollywood? Do I want to be able to produce stuff like big blockbusters and big movies? But I guess for me, that's the big dream. But yeah, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. Gotta find the right path to get there.
Do you have any advice for me going into this position?
I would just say communicate with staff is a big key thing when working with such a big group. I wouldn't say necessarily talk to them all at once, because when you're talking to people all at once, I mean, you can connect with people all at once, makes it for a shorter time, but if you want to be really effective, I would say talk to people individually, make sure that you know what each person is going through, what would need help with, if they need it, or like, hey, how are things going? Like, talk to people one-on-one is, I think, one of the best ways to communicate with staff. You have the one time a week where you meet with them, but yeah, stick with doing one-on-ones. Like, just doesn't have to be like meetings or anything like that. Just like hit them up and be like, hey, how's it going on this project? Do you need any help? Or like, what's the progress going on? Just be in constant communication with them. Also, don't ever try to, like, whenever you're doing a project, I would say, I mean, working in studio is going to be a big thing. Like, you'll plan big, but also anticipate the fact that, like, sometimes when you plan something so big, that something could go off the rails. So I think I heard it said, like, I think I'm going to be quoting The Flash here by Leonard Snart, is like, make a plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan. Basically, I think it means just, it's like, plan for something, but expect something to go off the rails, and if something does seem to go wrong that you don't expect, just kind of go along with the improvise, just go with the flow. So yeah, I'll just say something to go with that, but I will say, still plan ahead. Make sure that you have everything planned out.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Or, oh,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
yeah.
where are you going to go?
No, I'm
Okay,
here,
okay,
man.
okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Thanks for the interview.
Yeah,
and,
no, good luck next year. You'll still have me around, so anytime you need me, I'll be here.
Definitely hit you up. So,
All right.
thank you everyone for watching this Letters from the Editor 2018, right?
2019, man.
Okay, apologies. Well, make sure to keep watching ROC-TV content, and it's still going to be cranked out, so get ready for it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also follow us on Facebook. And share it to your family. So, thank you. Have a good one.